Good evening, Arlington High School Class of 2025. Welcome to our 100th commencement ceremony. Good evening, Arlington High School. I'd like to begin by asking everyone to continue standing. Welcome to our 100th as well as our families. Good evening, Arlington High School. Begin by asking everyone to continue standing and lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Good evening, Arlington High School. Afterwards, please remain standing for our national anthem in the Pledge of Allegiance. Formed by good evening, Arlington High School. Afterwards, please remain standing for our national anthem in the Pledge of Allegiance. Formed by good evening, Arlington High School. Afterwards, please remain standing for our national anthem in the Pledge of Allegiance. Formed by good evening, Arlington. Afterwards, please remain standing for our national anthem in the Pledge of Allegiance. Formed by good evening, Arlington. Afterwards, please
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. One nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. One nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. One nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. One nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. One nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. One nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. One nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. One nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated. It is now my honor to introduce Dr. Phil Benante, the Superintendent of Schools for Arlington Central School District. It is now my honor to introduce Dr. Phil Benante, the Superintendent of Schools for Arlington Central School District. It is now my honor to introduce Dr. Phil Benante,
Thank you, Dr.
the
Salamini.
Superintendent of Schools for Arlington Central
Parents,
School District.
grandparents,
It is now my
families,
honor to introduce
faculty,
Dr. Phil
staff,
Benante,
and members of the Board of Education. I
I
welcome you and the 100th graduating class of Arlington High School. Staff and members of the Board of Education. I welcome you and the 100th graduating class of Arlington High School. Today symbolizes the end of a journey that may have begun at Traver Road, Overlook, Beekman, Dale Farms, Arthur S. May, and Knox on Road, and continued on to West Road, Titusville, LaGrange and Union Vale Middle School, and Knox on Road, passed and continued on to West Road, Titusville, LaGrange and Union Vale Middle School, and Knox on Road, passed and continued on to West Road, Titusville, LaGrange and Union Vale Middle School, and Knox on Road, passed and continued on to West Road, Titusville, LaGrange and Union Vale Middle School, and Knox on Road, passed and continued on to West Road, Titusville, LaGrange and Union Vale Middle School, and Knox on Road, passed and continued on to West Road. Having met many of you and your families, I know that you have aspirations to positively impact our communities, whether that be back here in Arlington or the many places around the world that your journeys will take you. I would like to point out one of you who I had the privilege of meeting this school year, who took on a leadership role and who at times would reach out to me for support in my leadership. Prince Hubbard, president of your senior class. Yes, you've met him already. Prince, I appreciated the many points of connection and support that you offered me through this school year. And to share with all of you what this support often looked like, Prince took great pride in letting me know how the senior class felt about things and how I could potentially be of assistance on matters relevant to them. Here's an example of a message that I received from Prince one day. The date is Sunday, December 15th. The time, 11:34 p.m. Dear Dr. Benante, I hope you are staying warm and the car is inside away from the harsh weather. I've scheduled this email to go out around this time in case I fall asleep, so I hope it doesn't wake you up. As a person of the Arlington community and one leader to another, I just wanted you to know your thoughts on Ben Knoll's recent predictions about tomorrow. Whatever call you make, We always appreciate your work as a superintendent. Thank you, Senior Class President Prince Hubbard. And then there was this one from earlier in the year. Good morning, Dr. Benante. I just wanted to email you my appreciation on the snow calls. We really appreciate you going 2 for 2 on these snow days. Keep doing the good work. Prince, your messages often came at a welcome time and reflect your spirit of cooperation, concern, and engagement. They've also reminded me that despite being a proud graduate of Arlington myself, having a bachelor's degree, 2 master's degrees, and a doctorate, overseeing a district budget of $270 million, managing thousands of employees, and monitoring student achievement throughout the district, no one really cares about those things if you don't get the snow call days right. So thank you, Prince. Prince, you've represented your class well, and while I know these emails are somewhat in jest, they are reflective of the spirit of your class. You paid attention to the details, you showed up for one another, and you understood the importance of service. And it's on that theme of service that I'm reminded of the journey of a young man who aspired to serve his community in a broader leadership role. The man wanted to run for office, feeling that he could make a difference in his small city, just an hour's ride from here in New Jersey. He got the posters, he organized his team, he made the phone calls, and began to walk the neighborhoods each day to meet prospective voters. And one day, as he walked through an apartment complex, he came across an older woman who was known to be an informal leader in her neighborhood, Miss Jean. And Miss Jean took this aspiring young man down the hall and out of the building where they could see the neighborhood out in front of them, and she asked him, "Look out there and tell me what you see." And he said, "Tell me what you see?" And she said, "Yeah, tell me what you see." And the aspiring candidate said, "Well, ma'am, I see the projects. I see a playground that's in disrepair. I see a group of homeless people over there. I see garbage that hasn't picked up." And Miss Jean replied, "Well, then you can't help me." And she walked away. The candidate followed her back in the building and said, "Wait, what do you mean? I want to help. I wouldn't be running if I didn't want to help. I wouldn't be here if I didn't want to help. What do you mean?" And Miss Jean said, "Young man, we don't need another person who sees the broken equipment on the playground, the homeless people on the streets, and the garbage that hasn't been picked up. Every candidate before you saw those things, had great ideas, and got nothing done. We need something different. We need someone who looks out to our community and has a vision for what can be, who sees hope, someone who sees connection, a person who sees the opportunities that are inherent here, the pride that people like me have in having grown up here, who watch their families grow up here. That's the kind of person who can help me, and that's the kind of person who can help our community." Graduates, you have undoubtedly experienced on your journey challenges that have pulled you apart and others that have pulled you together. You will inherit a world and a community that will present challenges that will do the same. We need more young adults who have a vision for the future that includes a spirit of optimism and connection, who see opportunities and have a sense of pride in a world that at times only seems to offer the opposite. It is both my belief that as imperfect as Arlington may seem, it has offered you a glimpse of what can be accomplished when we pull together. So to the Arlington High School class of 2025, our 100th class, I commend you on the completion of your course of study. We wish you well in college, the armed services, and the workforce. We are inspired by the young adults that you have become and are still becoming. Remember that journey is not yet complete, and may Arlington serve as a foundation for you in the years ahead. Congratulations on your commencement.
Thank you, Dr. Benante. As the Executive Principal of Arlington High School, it is my great honor to introduce the Salutatorian of the Class of 2025, Ms. Yashaswini Bantu. Please come to the stage.
Good evening, graduates, and good evening to all the family and friends joining us tonight. Today, we are not only celebrating everything we've accomplished and all of the hard work we've put in over the years, but we're also celebrating the people that helped us get to this very point. A wise woman once said to a group of graduates, "Not a single one of us here today has done it alone. We're all a patchwork quilt of those who have loved us, those who have believed in our futures, those who have shown us empathy and kindness or told us the truth even when it wasn't easy to hear. Those who told us we could do it when there was absolutely no proof of that." Keeping this in mind, I believe it's important for us to always remember who we are and to recognize the ones who made us the people we are today. Our administrators and guidance counselors who have supported us so much these past 4 years. Our teachers who have taught us many lessons that we can apply not only inside of the classroom, but also beyond the walls of the school. Our classmates who have gone from being just a familiar face in the hallway to becoming some of our greatest friends who we can't imagine going a day without seeing. And of course, our families, who have been with us from the start and have stayed by our sides as they've watched us grow. As we take our separate paths and go on to pursue our own new adventures, I want you all to remember the people who shaped who you are today. Remember all that they've taught you. Remember how they've impacted you. Remember how they were a shoulder to lean on when you needed them most. Remember that they were the ones who held our hands as we learned to walk so we could become star athletes and win championships. Remember that they were the ones who listened to the screeches of our violins as we learned to play in tune so we could play alongside amazing musicians and make it to all state conferences. Remember that they were the ones who sounded out words with us as we learned how to read so we could eventually lock in and become academic weapons. Personally, I want to thank a few of the many people who have played a big part in my life. Thank you, Ms. Weber, whose door I knew was always open these past 4 years. Thank you, Mrs. Conferring, for welcoming and encouraging my daily drop-bys. Thank you, Mr. Handman, for your many proverbs, which I can't help but quote. Thank you to my friends, who made every day more interesting than the one before it. And thank you to my family, especially my parents and my sister, who've been there for me and supported me for the past 18 years. And now, I want you all to do the same. Remember to thank the people in your life for all they've done for you, because with their help, we have truly grown to become the greatest class ever. And I know we will all go on to do amazing things in the future. Congratulations, Arlington class of 2025. We did it. Thank you.
Thank you, Yash. It is now my distinct privilege to introduce the Valedictorian of the class of 2025, Mr. York Zhao. Please come to the stage.
Good evening, everyone. It is such an honor to stand here before Arlington's 100th graduating class. And we should all be incredibly proud of ourselves. We've made it. Before I dive into my speech, I'd like to take a moment to give a few thanks. First, I'd like to thank God for helping, guiding, and planning my life. Next, to my family, Mom and Dad, thank you for being my backbone. You buttressed me through thick and thin and cheered me up with home-cooked meals and fresh-cut fruit. You taught me the values of Christianity, family, and education, which would be eternal pillars of support in the future. To Lucas, my older brother, thank you for being my mentor and teaching me just about everything I know. You taught me how to throw a ball, how to do basic math, and though it may sound funny, how to discover my favorite color, which I'll explain in a bit. To all my teachers, thank you for guiding me through this journey. I would like to give a special shout out to Mr. Berkeley, Mrs. Binney, Dr. Sal Contes, Mrs. Fallon, and Mrs. Hartman, somewhere, for your unfaltering support throughout my college application process. And last but not least, all the people that made this wonderful event happen. Thank you to all of Arlington administration, Arlington security, and the maintenance crew at Dutchess Stadium. I bring a deck of cards to school every day. Aside from being a form of entertainment for my friends, Edmund Jacob Del Rosario, Liam, don't know where they are, Liam Johnston, William Liu, Henry Shen, and David Tversky, and okay, distraction us sometimes, it has taught me 3 valuable lessons. First, discover yourself. A standard deck of playing cards has 54 cards. Numbers ace through 10, jack, queen, king, 2 jokers, and 4 suits. Now imagine if every card in that deck were an ace of spades. Who would buy it? It's the variety, the difference in suits, the distinct personalities of each card that make the deck work. The same goes for this world. Each one of us is different for a reason. Growing up, I wanted to be just like my older brother. When we were little, his favorite color was red. And naturally, I adopted red as my favorite color too. But then one day, we had a dilemma. When picking our character's clothing color in Wii Sports, only one of us could be red. As any good older brother would, he somehow convinced me that my favorite color was actually green, so that his characters could be red. It wasn't until much later that I discovered the true beauty of blue. So my message is this: be the person you want to be, not the person someone else tells you to be. Number 2, teamwork. In many games, one card alone doesn't determine the outcome. It's about how all the cards work together. For example, in poker, an individual high card ace always beats an individual high card king. However, when a suited king and queen are put head-to-head pre-flop to unsuited ace-queen, the king and queen win 54.2% of the time, and the ace and 6 win 45.1% of the time. It is a synergy that gives us the slight edge that allows us to overcome great challenges. This year, I had the privilege of leading our swim team along Darren Caradenas and Jacob Serrato as co-team captains. Together, we led our team to an undefeated season, our first in 9 years. We faced teams with incredible individual talent like Lake Penis Putnam, who had a swimmer who finished 5th at states. Halfway through the meet, we were behind, but we didn't give up. We pulled together, cheered each other on, and in the end, we won 87-82. It wasn't just our record breakers like Darren and Jacob, or amazing coaches like Coach Serrato or Coach Nunez that made us successful. It was the brotherhood and mutual support that allowed us to succeed. So remember, teamwork is the key to success, whether in sports, in life, or the next chapter of our journey. Third, loss doesn't mean failure. In cards, losing one hand doesn't mean the game is over. It's a chance to analyze and learn from mistakes and come back stronger. Then when you are dealt the next hand, hopefully you can slow roll whoever just took all your chips and win all of it back. The same goes for high school. As we stand at the edge of graduation, take a moment to reflect. If your high school journey turned out just as you hoped, celebrate that and carry those lessons and wins with you. If it didn't, it's not the end of the world, because every challenge has shaped you, taught you, and prepared you for what's next. Step into the future with your head held high. You're ready for this, and you've got this. So as we step into the next chapter of our lives, let's remember, we're not just a deck of identical cards, but a deck with endless possibilities. Wear our numbers and suits proudly, work together, and learn from life's losses. Congratulations, class of 2025. Let's go out there and make our mark.
I'll put this away. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, York. Today marks a significant milestone in all of your lives, a culmination of years of hard work, perseverance, and growth. As you don your caps and gowns, you stand not just as graduates, but as individuals who have navigated challenges, embraced opportunities, and emerged stronger. Reflecting on your journey, it's evident that you've faced and overcome numerous obstacles, from academic pressures to personal trials, yet you've demonstrated unwavering determination, proving that you possess the resilience necessary to thrive in an ever-changing world. In times of uncertainty, it's essential to remember the power of collaboration. Recently, Kermit the Frog delivered a commencement address at the University of Maryland where he emphasized the importance of community. He aptly stated, "Life is better when we leap together." This sentiment underscores the value of supporting one another and working collectively toward common goals. And as you take your next steps, remember what Muhammad Ali once said, "Don't wait for the world to recognize your greatness. Live it and let the world catch up to you." The upcoming years are your opportunity to start making a difference in the world and affect change in the people around you. As you move forward, know that the road ahead may not always be easy, but as Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. once said in his speech at Spelman College in 1960, "If you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward." These words remind us that no matter the pace, the key is always to be moving forward. Embrace every lesson and challenge along the way. So as you step into the next chapter of your lives, whether it's further education, entering the workforce, or embarking on new adventures, carry with you the lessons learned here. Continue to be curious, remain steadfast in your values, and never underestimate the impact of kindness and integrity. Remember, the world you are about to enter is vast and filled with possibilities. Approach it with confidence, compassion, and a commitment to making a positive difference. Congratulations once again, class of 2025. Your future is bright, and we are immensely proud of all you've accomplished. At this time, I'd like to introduce our President of the Board of Education, Ms. Mary Ann Meaden.
Good evening. That echo is hard to get used to. Okay. Good evening, Arlington class of 2025. It's a privilege to be here with you this evening. In a few minutes, I will personally congratulate each of you as you cross our stage and head out from Arlington to the new opportunities you have chosen for yourselves. When you think back on your days at Arlington, I hope you remember a place that challenged and supported you, a place that gave you opportunities to try new things, a place that made space for mistakes and second chances. Today is an important milestone in your lives. It is the culmination of many days and years of showing up and doing what needed to be done. This achievement is made up of the countless tasks, large and small, that came before it. Maybe you enjoyed some of those tasks, but I'm sure there were many more that you would have rather skipped altogether. Call it a superpower or a life hack or the magic sauce of life, But showing up for yourself every day and doing what needs to be done is what a successful life is made of and the path to achieving your goals and dreams. Today, each and every one of you has proven you can do just that. But maybe some of you are listening to me and thinking to yourself, she's not talking about me. I needed my mom to get me out of bed each morning, or I needed extra help from my teachers to be here today. If you're thinking that, I urge you to think again and give yourself more credit. Everyone here today, each and every one of us, needed the support of other people to arrive at this moment. Life is a team sport, and we all play better when we help each other. Surround yourself with people who want good things for you, people who will love, encourage, and support you as you build your life. On behalf of the Board of Education, I want to acknowledge and thank the dedicated teachers and staff who pour their energy and talents into making Arlington a wonderful place for our students to learn and grow. We also thank the parents and families of our graduates for partnering with us in the education of your amazing children. And finally, to the graduating class of 2025, it is time for you to begin your next adventure and create your own passionate, purposeful lives. Best of luck and congratulations.
Attention, attention. If you are the owner of a red Honda Civic license plate LKJ 5285, please return to your vehicle immediately. Again, license plate LKJ 5285, red Honda Civic. Thank you.
Okay, that was odd. At this time, I will begin by calling up 6 graduates who will come to the podium to receive their diplomas first and diploma covers. Once they have received their diplomas, they will take over and continue reading the names of the remaining members of the class of 2025. I kindly ask that all students return to their seats immediately after crossing the stage and remain seated until all names have been called. This ensures that we maintain the flow of the ceremony and that each graduate receives the recognition they deserve. So at this time, York Zhao, Yashaswini Bantu, Prince Hubbard, quick change, we just want them to take their picture, so York,
Go get your picture taken.
Yash, go back. I mean, after a call out for a car, I mean, what do you expect? We'll try this again. York Zhao, Yash Bantu, Prince Hubbard, Kieran Odell, Ruby Carmen, Cora O'Hare. You could just let me close this. I'll take this away from you. Just using this? Yeah, just start. Here's the microphone. There you go.
Mustafa Abu Sifian. Ashley Lana Acosta. Jency Adames. Brandon Uriel Adams. Jocelyn Augustin Cruz. Amanze Nanyere Agua. Kevin John Ahern Jr. Zaid Ahmed. Afreen Actor. Afroza Actor. Jordan K. Alakil. Dominic James Allen. Sean Anthony Allen. Paulo Samuel Almeida. Xander Ty Altman Lewis. Jamie Teresa Anderson. Lanesha Violet Anderson. Ruby Antonio Bautista. Mary Elizabeth Arroyo. There's no list. Kwame Frimpong Asiadu. Oh, sure, thank you. Yeah, but I need the pronunciation. Okay. Gianna Madeline Avila. Brianna Daniela Aviles Rodriguez. Christine Nimaka Adora Awaka. Eddie Ogola Ayu. Gordon Riasat Babbitt. Riyadh Bacchus. Chloe Catherine Bacon. Yannicka Paulina Bax. Andre Walter Bannister, Jr. Aiden Finn Barber. Talia Sylvia Barnes. George Thomas Bartholomew. Dallas Tristan Bascom. Ange Casey Basquet. Shay Barrett Basso. Kylie Ann Bauer. Janine Itzel Bautista Marin. Oanisha Oliveri Marie Beal. Jacob Daniel Bean. Micah Jane Bodwin. Mauricio Becerra. Taylor David Beckwith. Okay. John Peter Bellantone and Kathleen Julia Bellantone. Leilani Bennett. Miles David Bishop. Cameron James Blaha. Jonathan James Edward Blondin. Leslie Blott. Anthony Michael Bach. Bridget Francesca Bodner. Sophia Teresa Borman. Adriana Star Bonilla. Emily Rebecca Books. Jordana Taylor Bowen. Emma Elizabeth Boyd. Joseph Anthony Brenner. Spencer Joseph Bretholtz. Tyler Jason Brochu. Dominic Bronzy. Richard Carl Brown. Anna Victoria Buffardi. Caitlin Meredith Burkhardt. Jack Fox Berger. Madison Elise Burkhardt. Amanda Lisbeth Burren. Michael Emery Butcher. Callie Anna Byron. Corinne Grace Katie. Isabella Calderon. Leilana Mar Kamaj. Zariah Cheney Marie Campbell. Lucas Mason Cardella. Samara Moon Carlo. Jared Michael Rollo Miller. Catherine Ava Cass. Hudson Thomas Cavallo. Rosa Teresa Chelso. Jacob Anthony Serrato. Shrey Chada. Brendan John. David Nicholas Chase. Christina Ann Chesser. Matthew Vincent Chietro. Samira Sakala. Dylan James Cipriano. Sophia Cisneros. John James Siddard. John Joseph Chula. Timothy Oswald Clark. Jamie Therese Klum. Maximus Vincent Coelho. Aiden Robert Cohen. Vashon Frank. Logan Hunter Comerford. Jordan Catherine Conrad. Sean Andrew Conroy. Hermione Contreras. Adriana Jaimani Cosentino. Javon Amir Costa. Charles Dylan Crawford. Juliana Renee Crognali. Elena Cruz. Emma Cruz. Gabriella Kukaj. William Michael Cummings II. Rachel Lillian Cunningham. Mary Curran. Catherine Lydia D'Angelo. Jack Aiden DeQuani. Malachi Zaire Daly. Robert Davidson. Matthew Robert Davis. Alina Nicole De La Rota Medina. Brittany Victoria Deary. Daniel James DeBonis. Edmund Jacob Caliso Del. Gianna Grace Del Forno. Rajir L. Jack David Del Sordi. Nicholas Parker Denton. Joseph Patrick DePaulo. Kira Elizabeth Devlin. Catherine Yang Diamond. Adriana Diaz. Michael Anthony Diego. Callie Pamela DiLeonardo. Kaylee Michelle DeVestia. Emily Marie Donahue. Olivia Michelle Donahue. Caitlin Emma Downing. Malachi Timothy Doxey. Ryan Gabriel Driscoll. Rose May Duddy. Madeline Mariah Doomy. Joshua Duque. Caitlin Elizabeth Dwyer. Madeline Rose Dwyer. Cassidy Reagan Eckert. Joseph Michael Eckert Jr. Esther Ikasi Niobe. Jonathan Daniel Ellis. Ava Catherine Iraka. Sasha Lily Ergen. Marquise Angel Escobar Nair.
Joshua Anthony Espinal Mata. Sophia Alejandra Espinosa. Dylan Edward Estupinian. Esmeralda Eugenio Ortiz. Jayla Monica Evans. Jillian Marie Evans. Wayne Vincent Everett. Lily Monet Melvin Faison. Jack Ryan Ferranda. Brandon Julius Feldman. Christopher Anthony Farolito. Justin Ryan Figa. Andrew Christopher Figueroa. Alexandra Jocelyn Figueroa Velasquez. Xavier Daniel S. Flemister. Gavin Meyer Flynn. Kylie Ann Foley. Lila Kate Forcelli. Tyler Carl Forrest. Emma Jane Galarza. Declan Thomas Gallagher. Lillian Grace Gannon. Johnny Gow. Lisa Ann Gargiulo. Stephen Michael Gary III. Nikki Rosemary Geiger. Tyler Faith Gemmel. Jenna Marie Giangrasso. Riley Sarah Gibson. Sajay Mackay Glenn. Olivia Grace Godfrey. Maya Josephine Golden Daly. Martina Maria Golia. Andrew Jared Gomes. Yamil Zoe Gonzalez. Alexis Marie Gonzalez. Angelina Marie Gonzalez. Ellis Andrea Gooding. Mia Lauren Gottrin. Juliana Eleanor Grady Perez. Austin J. Graham. Danica May Graham. Madison Rose Gray. Marcello Francesco Greco. Madeline Natalie Green. Casey Daniel Green. Jose Joaquin Gross Noble. Mason Joseph Gross. Aiden Vincent Grulon. Samantha Rose Guckian. Angelina Madison Guerra. Hallie Ann Gillen. Ari Michael Guterman. Gabriela Guzman. Jasleen Josephine Guzman. Samantha Angelina Haig. Ion Halim. Jack Richard Hanman. Michael Christopher Hahn. Justin Alexander Harley. Is that Karam Hattar? Levi Haynes. Quinn Matthew Heinley. Madison Juliana Heitman. Riley Jean Hermans. Alex Hernandez. Evelyn Hernandez. Josiah Jacob Hernandez. Anthony Hernandez Balderas. Savannah Nylea Hidalgo. Avanisha John Hitt. Grace Elizabeth Hoffman. Sean Michael Hogg. Terlika Ann Horton. Kevin Anthony Howard. Matthew John Howard. Taylor Noel Huckrow. Nicholas Wesley Hunter. Jeffrey James Lee Hurd Jr. Sanai Ava Hutchinson. Joey Dominic Ibelli. Ayla Ray Jablonski. Asher James Jackson. Connor Phillip Jackson. Kate Jaron Jackson. Marcello Angelo Jankovic. Anandi Jeremiah. Jacob Adam Jerome. Matthew Jang. Dakota Lee Jimenez. Kara Sirsha Jimmick. Christopher Scott Joblin. Alexa Gabrielle Johnson. Noah Mackay Johnson. Scarlett Johanna Johnson. Liam Robert Johnston. Cartier Carmelo Vincier Joshua. Mason Matthias Josiah. Alexander Jacob Warbe. Wesley Frederick Winters Kaiser. Grace Madison Kalin. Mason Alexander Kane. Miller Mark Kaphammer. Darren Mehmet Karadenis. Summer Ann Maria Carunos. Cooper Evan Kaizen. Sophia Grace Keenahan. Aislinn Lura Kellner. Caden Donnie B. Kellner. Ashley Samantha Kelly. Sean Aiden Kelly. Larissa Rose Kender. Evelyn Rose Kearns. Asher Abbas Khan. Shamayam Khan. Mia Eileen Kiggins. Beatrice Sky Clasto. Gabrielle Lynn Knight. Addie Ryan Kolacek. Riley Marie Kraft. Joelle King Coombe. Zachary Richard Kunkel. Patrick Darren Laffin. Brooke Patricia Lando. Justin Maddox Larios. Andrea Lavriega. Jeffrey Lavriega Mendoza. Jimena Lavriega Saavedra. Stone Oscar Lazarus. Rhiannon Madison Leak. Christopher Thomas Lee. Rachel Hajong Lee. Erin Taylor Lemieux. Lauren Elizabeth Letcher. Jeannie Lewis. Zalea Divine Lewis. John Michael Anthony Lalesian. Elena Marie Lieto. Benjamin Cunha. William Liu. Chelsea Sophia Lopez Morocho. Mario Alexander Lopez Sarmiento. James Thomas Lorenz. Sophia Elise Lavette. Nicole Marie Lazito. Ashley Marie Lubbers. Emmy Jo Lynn Lucarini.
Michael Vincent Lucido. Emmerich Katz Lumen. Daisy Luis Martinez. Okay. Angel Gabriel Luna. Ariana Roxanne Lutz. Serena Leider. Sophia Leider. Brendan James Lynch. Caitlin Rose Lynch. Cole Richard Mackin. Sylvia Grace McNish. Nicholas Anthony Mangione. Talia Grace Marchese. Cristal Marmalejos. Alexis Joanne Martinez. Gianni Martinez. Ray Armando Martinez Gutierrez. Jocelyn Martinez Marcial. Bruno Martinez Miranda. Joseph Trow Mace. Daniel Keith Massey. Domenico Danley Messandrea. Patrick Joseph Mattia. Casey Tamara Matute Reyes. Amanda Lee Mora. Miles Jackson Mayo. Matthew Gennaro Mazzella. Amelia Kate McCaffrey. Elise Marie McConnell. Timothy Michael McCormick Jr. Tiana Davina McFarland. Daniela Bridget McGann. Grace Lee McGann. Kanan Anthony McGowie. Kyla Michelle McWordy. Sean Patrick McKeever. Tyler James McCone. Alfredo Xavier Malgerejo. Noah Dylan Mellon. Rodrigo Mendez Martinez. Udeli Del Carmen Mendez Padilla. Jennifer Mendez Perez. Alyssa Mendoza Garcia. Gino Carmelo Menencino. Noah Anthony Mercado. Shayla Celine Merlot. Kira Elizabeth Meyer. Lex Michelle Miles. Jackson Lee Mills. Kamar Haron Mills. Amanda Jean Minnerly. Eileen Stefani Minnow. Maya Renee Mirabella. James Joseph Mitchell. Talia Lynn Muller. Emilio Jose Margravio Abril. Vincenzo William Mondelli. Jada Leanne Moore. Lila Janelle Moore. Julian Adrian Morales. Mandy Ryan Moran. Jacob Daniel Maranta. Kaya Taylor Mossy. Damian Xavier Mauzon. Olivia Francis Mrazek. Ion Munir. Rebecca Mernon. Alexander James Murphy. Colleen Margaret Murphy. Gracie Marie Murphy. Heather Marie Murray. Jacob Russell Myers. Jay Nagua. Joseph Daniel Natalizio. Arseny Naichev. Anastasia Naicheva. Benji Bobby Nunamthakati. Estrella Navarez Mendez. Jack Reed Neiman. Nicholas John Norris. Adelaide Joy Noyes. Nicholas Joseph Nugent. Danica Caitlin O'Brien. Liam James O'Brien. Hannington Omandi Ochang. Matchell Odinia. Daryl Odom Jr. Logan Riley Oles. Leslie Olmendo Castellanos. Michael Robert Orlando. Belle Fino. Martin Emilio Ortiz. Alejandro Ortiz Portuando. Madeline Luis Wimet. Liam Arnold Overton. Jackson Owens. Marcus Isaiah Owens. Ellie Heron. Evan Reed Paget. Matthew James Paglucia. Kaiser Peprocky. Christine Parisi. Aaron Hunter Passarotti. Jaya Vinesh Patel. Manav S. Patel. Ella Rose Pollack. Elizabeth Ann Peak. Jayana Rose Pelletier. Alexander Joseph Policio. Alexani Perez Canario. Sen. Damian Joseph Peterson. Riley Colleen Finnegan Pettigrew. Connor Francis Payton. Christina Nyguen Fan. Kayla Sterling Pickett. Nevea Anna Pickett. Katiana Indiana Danielle Pierre. Nicholas Andre Pierre. Sydney? I don't have a Sydney. Sydney. Sydney Pollock. Jaslyn Pimentel. Thank you. Thomas Daniel Paris. Mateo Pisano. Logan Latrell Plant. Jessica Mary Pless. Rose Agatha Pluchino. Michael Stephen James Pomeroy. Jaden Joseph Pontilla. Kaylee Louisa Popkin. Milan Marshana Powell. Okay, this one now. Christopher Prata. CJ Joseph Provincial. Rizvi Sabin Quasi. Alexis Riley Quimby. Minar Zuhair. Jake Rabati. Derek Cooper Backno. Anthony Keith Regaglia. Lord Josiah Neri Ramilo. Yesmi Lisseth Ramirez Mendez. Julia Margaret Raskoff. Xavier Nicodemus Realmuto. Luca Riley. Beth Jacob Reynosa. Adam Stalin Reynoso. Sanaya Marie Richardson. Isabella Noel Rivera. Samantha Faith Roberts. Spencer Leo Roberts.
Next, all right. Mariano Rodriguez. Good. Okay. Michael Rodriguez. Okay. Rebecca Rodriguez. Emily Rowe. Yeah. Owen Rogers. Callie Rollison. The full name? Yeah. Melina Romano. Matthew Rosario. Jaylene Rosario Rosado. Katie Ann Rosenfield. Ava Christine Rowe. Vincent Robert Ruffalo Jr. Brant Alexander Ruth. Justin Ruiz. Justin, oh no, Daniel Ruiz, Luis. Oh. Robert Bartos Russell. Attaboy. Anthony Joseph Russo. Vegas Skylar Rutigliano. Arunya Sahu. Logan Anthony Sadak. Megan Justine Salazar. Camille Joel Sanchez. Ryan Alberto Sanchez. Jared Amir Sanchez Espinoza. Kimberly Michelle Santiago. Nicole Josephine Santiago. Aiden Dominic Stantos. Juliari Santos Lopez. Daniela Giovina Sovaca. Giada Sofia Scarbacci. Jaylene Lynn Shellhorn. Aiden John Smith. Tabitha Ann Skorlick. Tiernan Donick Seabolt. Massimo Gino Sieta. Karim C.S. Jr. Maxim Howard Salage. Margaret Alice Senator. Nevea Sophia Shakespeare. Henry Furong Shen. Jasmine Jelitz Schulig. Dominic Nicholas Ciano. Joseph Sierra. Haley Rianne Cielano. You said, okay. Evan Jeffrey Simmons. Emily Simone. Delilah Vashon Smith. Alicia Elizabeth Nicole Smith. Jordan James Smith. Jimmy Rowell Smith, Jr. Michael Andrew Sokol. Zachary James Soma. Dylan Scott Soons. Luke Victor Soto. Aiden Damian Spagnoli. Who is SWAT Tech? Michael Anthony Spariaco. Anaya Renee Spalding. Justine Mary Joanne Sporin. Stephen Brian Spower. Phoebe Steinbrück. Mariana Santiago Stillman. Dominic Joseph Stinson. Gianna Marie Stinson. Garrett Jude Stock. Gianna Marie, Gianna Nicole Stokes. Madison May Starlarski.
Everything okay here, Prince?
Yes. Samantha Marie Strine.
These are all done?
Yeah. Anna Teresa Strell. Okay. Angela Hannah Swackett. Laurel Ann Swanson. Katrina Swift. Annabella Rose Tambruello. Remington Mikolaj Tanzi. Joseph Eric Tavers. Dejanay Armoris Taylor. Christian Teja Godale. Ethan Cole Texador. Tompkins. Gayatri Tambaraja. Nathaniel Joseph Tillabo. Maya Elizabeth Thomas. Michaela Lexi Thomas. Rajir Hassan Thomas Jr. Sean Michael Thompson. Evie Annalise Thorenson. Mariana Rita Temperio. Nicholas Michael Todd. Alexander Scott Tompkins. Olivia Ann Tompkins. Mateo Joseph Torres. John Alexander Torres, Jr. Brunella Leah Toriani. Robert Napoleon Trahan IV. Sienna Paris Trainer. Jasmine Rose Trufino. Ava Marie Trocino. Shannon Vera Truitt. Danica Indigo Turner. Michael Stephen Turner. Ryan James Turner. Sydney Amaya Turner. David Travoska. Zion A. Underwood. Sean Michael Usher. Reina Ida Udahwe. Caitlin Nancy Valdez. Amelia Latanya Valentine. Alyssa Marie Valera. Grace Corlin Van Vlack. Sophia Grace Vandermark. Jake Thomas Vandermark. Sylvia Lee Van Dodick. Emily Rose Veldari. Miriam Velasco. Joseph Velasquez. Abril Velasquez Garcia. Michael Dylan Velez. Ileana Milagros Villanueva. April Ewing Wang. Alexa Lynn Ward. Kyra Elizabeth Ward. Ryan Matthew Ward. Isabel Teresa Wazek. Rebecca Kelly Weinman. Riley Jessica Werner. Griffin Thomas White. Morgan L.A. Weitzel. Ellen Scarlick Wilkinson. Isabel Neve Wilkinson. Noah Anthony Williams. Xavier Williams. Jordan Ariana Yates. Megan Xiaoming Yi. Ali Volkan Yamals. George Hollis Young, Jr. Samantha Rose Zanarini. Isabella Zagarelli. Samantha Rose Zenny. Marwa Zerla. Christopher John Zimmerly. Charlize Tomayasan Zulaf. Quadir Avery Green. That's a wrap.
At this time, I would like to bring Dr. Benante back up to the podium. Graduates, please rise.
Graduates, under the authority vested in me by the Arlington Central School District Board of Education and by the New York State Department of Education and Board of Regents, in accordance with the regulations of the Commissioner of Education, it is acknowledged that these students have successfully completed the requirements for receiving a high school diploma in New York State. I now formally pronounce the members of the class of 2025 as graduates of Arlington High School. Graduates, you may now move your tassels from the right to the left, symbolizing your transition from students to alumni. Congratulations to you.
Okay, if we could take our seats again, please. Dr. Carroll, please join me at the podium for some closing remarks as the House Principal for the greatest class ever, class of 2025.
Thank you. Okay, class of 2025. If you could just indulge me on one last selfie with my class. Look up here. Do something. Thank you. Good evening, greatest class ever. Before I share my closing remarks, I want to encourage you to savor the moment. You are the 100th Arlington High School graduating class. That's right. So, in addition to already being the greatest, you are part of a historical moment that is extra special. Please relish the amazing video that we will play at the end to commemorate this moment, and stand together, arm in arm, one last time to enjoy the fireworks display that we have arranged. I encourage you to enjoy every minute. It's going to be enjoy every minute of it, even the traffic after. A huge thank you to Dr. Bollner, who lovingly and painstakingly planned this evening's commencement. Great job, Dr. Bollner. Now, I have talked about you glowingly for the past 4 years because I knew right out of the that you were destined for great things. True, that moniker came from some assumptions that you would rise to. Let's see, does that one work? There we go. It would come with some assumptions that you would rise to the occasion, a kind of field of dreams, build it and they will come kind of faith. Well, I'm here as your last speaker, one who is also finally graduating after 21 years in Arlington, to reaffirm my pride in you and to boldly declare in complete confidence that you are the greatest class ever, 2025. Good job. I watched with fondness as many of you gathered on Wednesday night, all dolled up in your tuxedos and formal gowns, and enjoyed seeing you just having fun together, dancing the night away. Perhaps set aside old grievances and just let loose to enjoy being a cohesive class, knowing that your time together at Arlington High School was growing short. And now, here we are, one last time as the greatest class ever to celebrate this important milestone and rite of passage. But rather than underscore any finality, instead, I want to tell you how we will perpetuate this greatness. Your Arlington diploma represents both your academic proficiency, but also, as our district's mission statement states, your capacity to willingly contribute to your community. Your Arlington High School diploma is not just a piece of paper. It is a testament to your capacity to give back and to continue to make your community a better place. It represents what fellow graduate from 1951 and Congressional Medal of Honor recipient Charlie Johnson embodied: loyalty, brotherhood, selflessness, courage, compassion, responsibility, patriotism, and integrity. You all possess unique gifts and talents, and I want you to remember to take with you not only the content that you have learned, but more importantly, the humanity that you've developed. Embrace the loving kindness that your Arlington experience has engendered in you, and like Charlie did, look for the ways that you can shed light on the world's darkness. I know you will do us proud in whatever pathway you have chosen. Thank you for a great 4 years and for being the greatest class ever, 2025.
Feels like I'm doing homework over here. Thank you very much, Dr. Carroll, for those words, as well as, and congratulations on your retirement. You are going to be missed, very much so. Before we proceed, please remember to follow. Wait a minute, there we go. Thank you very much. As we near the end of today's ceremony, I'd like to take a moment to guide everyone through the next steps. As we prepare for the fireworks display, I kindly ask all of the families to remain in their seats as our graduates will exit the field and make their way to the upwards to the top of the stadium. This marks the grand finale of this unforgettable evening, and I encourage everyone to enjoy the festivities in a spirit of celebration and community. But before we proceed, please remember to follow any and all instructions from our staff as students are moving off of the field to ensure everyone's safety. I would also like to remind everyone that our announcer will be sharing important information about a short video presentation that will be following. Please be mindful that students will be processing into the stands, so kindly do not block those aisles. We invite everyone to join us for our 100th graduation celebration activities once all our students have left the field and taken their seats. And now let's take one final moment to congratulate our graduates. To the entire class of 2025, we're incredibly proud of each and every one of you. I'm almost done here. So please join us in celebrating this momentous occasion with a spectacular fireworks display. Graduates, please rise and follow your chaperones out and off the field. Cue music.
Say here, please direct your attention to the video board for Arlington's 100-year video. I got it. Ready? Please direct your attention to the video board for the 100 Years of Arlington video.
It all began in 1925 when Arlington High School first opened its doors in a modest